your verse, I don't think people really realize how surgical you were with your words. That's why I find it's hard to believe that you wasn't a rapper first. Like, I'm finding that out today for the first time ever. Because your wordplay.
Right.
Hold on, here we go.
Bad Boy South, Block Entertainment.
Your wordplay. And I had already heard Streets is Watching, but when I heard this.
Right.
This first verse right here, dog.
Crazy.
As we proceed to give you what you need. It's the boys in the who will sell anything. 5 in the morning on the corner block. Yeah, we roll the real big shot stop. And you can get it anywhere.
Everybody on the live. Everybody on the live. If you know the verse, I want to see it. Real clientele. I don't need no scale. Hey, bro. I believed you. I believed you.
Yeah. No, hey, I'm gonna tell you the craziest thing. Like right in that verse, that was the day that I played Streets is Watching for Jazzy. I was in Jazzy Face Studio. Sierra was in the back room working on goodies. We was doing that verse in the front room. And I was getting ready to put out Streets is Watching. And this is when they told me I shouldn't put out a mixtape. And I remember being in the room. I had never really wrote a verse around anybody before. So it was like Trick Daddy and, you know, all these people in the studio. And I was just like, you know, Jody, everybody went and wrote their verse real quick. And I was like, you know, I'm gonna kill this record. And I just remember sitting there, you know, just doing what I do. And I normally don't write unless I feel it. So I was writing the verse, and it was taking me a long time because I just wanted to get the cadences right and say the words right. And I remember I see people whispering behind me, man, y'all want him in the group? Man, he can't even rap, man. Like, oh man, look how long it take him to write a verse. I'm hearing all this.
Wow.
So I'm sitting there and I write the verse. So by that time, everybody out of the control, both of them out of the control room. So I went in the booth, you know what I'm saying? I break my bars up, so I break it up. So it took me some time to put it together because I record like a singer, melodies, tones.
Yeah.
I'm saying, you know, underlays.
Yeah.
So it took a minute, and I remember I used to come in the hallway and listen to my verse, so I can actually feel like I'm in the car. And everybody left out of the studio, and I remember they was all in the hall and everywhere. So I just walked down the hall, listen to the verse, just listen to the verse, and I'm bobbing. And by the time I look around, when it's about your boy, plus the weatherman said, lights in, everybody standing in the studio with their mouth open like, oh,
how did that feel, Snow?
Right.
How did that feel, dog?
I mean, I just, you know, I felt like I was the underdog, and I just had to show. I had to show them who I was because this was my life. Like I'm coming straight from the block into the booth. Like, so this was real for me. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to show it. And at the time, you know, Trick Daddy was like, you know, anybody know me like knew, you know, Tupac, Trick Daddy, be legit. You know, those my guy. Like I love them rapping. You know, like Trick was the hardest cat from Miami when I was coming up, so I was just like, so I really was trying to be like, yeah, I'm hard too.
Impress him, yeah.
Right.
But let me get it. I want to say this. Let's get it is not only one of your most famous phrases, but Thug Motivation 101, front to back. And I gotta play a couple records because I'm the king of hosting.
Right.
In the world.
Hey, this I know.
And I've done over 200 parties with you in a decade.
Real shit.
And I promise you, there might not be another rapper that gets the attention when I'm in any city. When we play them Jizzle records. And these records right here.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Don't get no realer.
I'm talking about city to city, Snow. Woo! She likes it.
Let's get it. Video smash. So quick clock. 80 grand just to see the Jacob go TikTok. I'm so materialistic, so well connected. Just ask about me. So well connected. All day, I don't get no sleep. No eating sponge niggas 4 times
The week, yo, Trap Star. I just need a little bit. I'm gonna play a couple records. I just need your feeling on those records. Trap Star, come on.
Well, Trap Star, I forgot when I was writing it. It felt so good, and I forgot a letter. And I remember sitting in the studio. I was like, I forgot a letter, but it sounds so good. I ain't gonna eat trip on it. They'll never know. And it wasn't like until like 8 years, somebody was like, "Yo, you know, you forgot a letter in Trap Star." I was like, "Yeah," but
I didn't know that till right now.
right,
I did not know that till right now.
Hey,
all right, so Jeezy, check this one out. Check this one out right here.
I'm on the realest niggas do this shit, man. I got the motherfucking streets, man. I came in the game and everything. I'm motherfucking nigga. This shit about respect.
I live these records with you in these clubs. You hear me?
Tell me I'm the realest nigga living, nigga. I'm the realest nigga in it. You already know. Run trapper of the year 4 times in a row. What they give? A lifetime supply, baking soda, clientele. A rolling wine, 2 and 3 scale. You get about 50 in the Hummer. The birds fly down south to
Georgia for the summer. That's right. Yo, listen. How did that feel? Come on. I got a couple records.
I remember sitting in Shorty Red's basement, and we didn't have no vocal booth. He just had the mic in the room. And what I would do, I would go to like the bathroom in his basement, and while he was making the beats, I'll be rapping to myself in the bathroom so I can get the first couple bars. And I was like, yo, I ain't gonna even write this. I feel it. And the minute I said, the first, I'm the realest nigga, I knew what it was. That was it.
Hey, one of the best intros. Listen to me. One of the best intros to start a song ever. But you know, you're on my wall of fame, right? And before I show you this picture, this is one of the best nights in the world famous Compound history. And when I'm gonna play a record, I'm gonna show you the picture first. But this picture right here,
yes, sir,
it's one of my favorite pictures of me and you, and we have a million. But that night, Snow, that night, we dropped this record right here.
Yes,
and
sir.
I know for a fact, besides being a DC at Club Love for the inauguration, I know for you, just being a fan of Hov like we all are,
right.
When he saw Atlanta go up to this motherfucking record right here,
yes,
the whole
sir.
fucking compound shook, nigga.
Yes, sir. That's it.
We was in that bitch like.
I don't want to die,
hey. Told y'all niggas I was gonna keep it street, nigga. Hey.
Young Jizzle from the bottom of the motherfucking map.
Hey, let's get it. It's Young Jizzle from the bottom of the map. Got a 50 round clip on the bottom of the strap. Hey. You already know what time it is. Get your hoods up, you say. I do it for the trappers with the rocks. And them OG niggas with the
I gotta play this verse though.
Hey, that's it.
The whole compound went fucking crazy.
That's it.
I'm strapped up. Hey, I'm iced out. Hey, a nigga play.
It's lights out. Shit.
Yes, sir. Yo,
Hey, Jeezy, man.
Speaking of that record, I never forget. I'm in Patchworks, and I'm mixing TM101, and I remember Shorty Red pulls up, and I was like, I'm done. He said, I got one more for you, man. I was like, I'm done, bro. He played it, and the minute I heard that, dun, 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 I said, yo, go turn the mic on. And that was the last song that was made for Thug Motivation. Last song.
That, and it, you know, again, you can't really talk about albums front to back and be like every song
Right.
is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not playing none of the commercial successes. I'm playing what the motherfucking streets made classics.
Right.
And this song right here was another club that night. That night we was at the world famous Compound. This record came on. I saw Memphis Bleak face. I saw Hove face. I saw JD. I saw everybody who was in that motherfucker like, yo. And this is another thing. This is true story. You know, I don't play in like untruths.
Right.
I don't think there's ever been an artist at the world famous Compound. I'm gonna talk about my house, me and AG.
That's right.
That had the effect you had. I'm gonna play this record because this motherfucker right here makes me want to sell drugs. It makes me want to gangbang. It makes me just want to act a whole motherfucking fool. You hear me? This is the first verse. Bang. Hey, yo, I'm going to tell you this. The one night that you did not come to the Compound, I wish you would have came to the Compound. There's this picture. It's the night Kanye, Drake, Future, 2 Chainz, everybody was there but you.
Right.
And everybody was coming, you know, like, you remember how I used to do it. Everybody come through the back.
Right.
So this particular night, when people are coming in, I'm literally waiting on you to come through the door. So everybody would come in, Outcast, nigga. Everybody. And I'm like, where the fuck is Snow? Like, I just knew. And I wanted you to be there because when I tell you, other than the picture you and I are in, that was the other best night ever. And I didn't get to play no Jeezy record. I mean, we played them, but I didn't get to have you by me with the Y'all Mean. Never told you that. But
with the Y'all Mean.
With the Y'all Mean. You know,
that record was crazy too, because I did that record and I went to Tip House when he was on probation, and I was going to do I was going to do a verse for him.
Right.
And then I was like, yeah, man, you know, I got this song. So I played him the song. I was like, yeah, you know, it's cool. You can have it. You know what I'm saying? If you want it, because I was trying to finish up the album, but I didn't have Scrappy on there. I only had my verse.
Right.
And I played it for him, and I watched his eyes. He was like, yo, so I can have that? And I looked at him. I thought about it. So I tell you what, won't you put a verse on it for me, and I'll keep it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was watching his eyes when I was playing. He's like, no, it's a smash. I'm like, oh, okay. I said, I'll tell you what, won't you put a verse on it, and I'll keep it for my album. And he was like, all right, cool. Then I called Scrappy, and I was like, yo, Scrap got this record, man, because he had You Don't Want No Problems around then. I was like, I got something crazy for you. You put a record in. And when I put that together, that really let me know what my ear was like when it came to music, because I remember L.A. Reid telling me that, like, you got a great ear for music, but that was the first time I really put a collective song together with 2 other artists on there, and because I had that beat for so long. I did that beat I did that song when I did the Them Boys verse with Jazz. That was a beat Jazzy gave me. I just held on to the song, so I was riding around with it on my drive, and I pulled it up at Tip House, and that's how I was like, okay, I'm gonna use this for the album. Probably one of the best decisions I've ever made, because that record right now is still to this day, you know what I'm saying, go up.
Dog, all the records I played, you can play in the club right now, and they gon'. So I want to say this. Snow. You after Let's Get It Thug Motivation 101, man. I feel like, you know, a lot of bullshit came along with the game. You know what I'm saying? And we don't need to get into all that, but I feel like you, as a thoughtful entrepreneur, started to ascend. You could see it, you know what I'm saying, in the records that came after that. But, you know, by the time you started making investments, man, Avion Tequila, Defiance Fuel, you know, your real estate portfolio, you got to really see the mind, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Of Jeezy, you know what I'm saying, of Jay. And I feel like You know what I'm saying? That's a testament to like every step. What a lot of people don't realize, coming from where we come from, you learn by trial and error.
Right.
You have situations that don't work out the way you want them to.
Right.
But stopping is not an option. You got to keep moving. And I've seen you on your journey. How was it transitioning completely out of the streets and getting into this corporate thing for real? Because you have a very successful portfolio.
Well, two things. The first thing is, you know what I'm saying, I say again, like, that emptiness, that feeling, because I know it, like, I'm very self-aware. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very self-aware at all times. And I understand when I need to make another stride at something. And a lot of people don't know, like, you know, music is my gift. You know what I'm saying? It's my talent. But business has always been my passion. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something that I always just wanted to do because I'm coming from a background of, you know, making something out of nothing.
That's
so
right.
I was trying to figure out how to, because I knew that going in. I was like, you know, I'm gonna do the music thing because I understand it, but then I also understand that's not my end all be all. Like, I want to see myself like this in 5 years. I want to see myself like this in 10 years, and that's how I scale it. So I hear people all the time like, oh man, you got to be the old you and do the old things, but I'm like, but that's you know, another man's opinion has never been my reality. Like, that ain't just who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
you know
on,
I mean?
Preacher
Like,
Jeezy.
Right. So
Pastor
it's
Jeezy.
kind of hard. Right. It's kind of hard when people try to box you in for what they know that you've done great. When you every day getting up, striving to do more. And to me, like, a lot of people came in the game that wouldn't have necessarily tried music from the streets because they really knew I came from the streets, and they're like, damn, if he did it, you know what I'm saying, I know I could do it. And that's exactly what happened. I got in the door. I never locked the door. I left it cracked. You know what I'm saying? Told everybody run in, do what you got to do. But that was that house. So I went down the street and built a bigger house. Y'all can stay there now, and I'm gonna stay at the end of the block because I'm gonna go set this other stage of us up. So when you guys get done doing this, you can come over here too, to my house over here, because now it's about being an entrepreneur. It's about being a creative thinker. It's about being you know, high level strategic. Because other than that, you know, what's the next level? We've seen people before us do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, who's done that for us from the South? And I strive every day to be that, because it's like when you I'm like, I hear it all the time. It's like, I got plaques, lots of them. I got records, I got catalog, I have legacy. You know what I'm saying? So the music part is, we got done. That right. Yeah. You know, whatever goes on to that is a plus, and it's for the people that love me and for the people that I motivate. But the next level of Jeezy is, you know, the entrepreneur to the philanthropist, to the you know, to the leadership position, to the, you know, the Tony Robbins of the world, to the, you know what I mean? It's because it got to go on. Like, you can't put me in a box because you're comfortable. That's what you want me to be comfortable at. You know what I'm saying? I strive every day. You got, like they say, you got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I love it.
Come on.
I get up every day. You know what I'm saying? If it pushed me, I'm into it. If it don't, I'm concerned. And it's just like, you know, when the day comes and there's no more Jeezy and I'm no longer here, you're gonna be like, man, home did a lot for us, because I always want to just lead by example, because that's what it really is, bro. It's a form of leadership. It's nothing else. People only follow you because they like the way you think, or the way you or the way you go about it.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
you know,
I want to say this. You know, yeah, you are the example, man, and I think you do motivate your followers, the people that support you. You made a song, man. My president is black, and I want to salute you for that song that you have. You know, your nephews and my sons were like 5 and 9 or something.
That video, see everybody grew up, man. It's wow.
Yeah. So I want to salute you for that. But I think now more than ever, your words in that song are ringing through. We're in a very tumultuous time. We have, you know, racism is at an all-time high. Yeah. We have a president that doesn't care about people, let alone, you know, he don't care about his own people. And you know, I see you speaking. I see you speaking. I see you taking the time to go online. I see you marching. How are you mentally with this? How do you see it shaking out? And how
Right.
important is voting?
I mean, for me, I believe this is, and you know, a lot of people, and I had to really learn this. You know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people understand unless you've been around me for a long. Like I am truly, you know what I'm saying? I say this without being, you know, I'm truly a visionary when it comes to life. Like that's my gift. Like, and I think people don't love me; they love my gift, and I understand that because it was given to me. And I saw this coming in so many different ways. Like it was so many things about it. The pandemic, I'm like, oh, this is interesting. The Ahmaud Arbery situation, wow. You know what I'm saying? The George Floyd, this is it. You know what I'm saying? For me, and for me, I always been, you know, a person for my people. You know what I'm saying? Because they elected me, so I told them about my past so we can get here. It wasn't that I was glorifying it; I just understood it. So I feel like I was packaged in a way that I understand the people's struggle, and then I have enough savoir faire to get in those rooms where they don't just let us in. They hear what they're talking about. So I get all the information, which was why I wrote The Recession, because I got the information and I brought the information back to the hood. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't know what a recession was. I just had to be like, yo, a recession is a drought, but on the money. So this time, as a grown man, taxpayer, you know, a man of integrity, like I feel like this is my calling. Like I got to be here for them because I don't think they understand how serious this shit is. Like this is real, bro. Like this is we probably never have another time like this in our lifetime. If we don't band together and be on the same page, we're gonna lose. And I don't want to see that happen. I can't stand by and see that happen because if we lose, it's gonna be making it worse for your kids and my kids and the next generation and what they gotta deal with. So we gotta stand together, bro, because this is a real thing. Like if we don't
Yeah.
get out vote, if we don't get out here and march, if we don't get out here and be heard, if we don't build our economy, you know what I'm saying? We hit, bro.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, let me say this while we on the line. I did go to vote, you know what I'm saying? And I must say, you know being a Atlanta native and going to those polls, like it was the most fucked up thing I ever seen, dog. It was all unorganized. They was shutting down the lines early. Lines were long. The machines didn't work. If you didn't really do your research on the people that you was voting for, they wouldn't be in the machine. Like, so it's like, man, I can't stress the people enough, bro. Like, this is like we've been fighting all our life, but this is the real fight, bro.
This is the fight.
This is the fight. And we don't be together, they gonna be us. And it's the craziest thing, not to get too deep. They're banking on us not being together. They're banking on us not putting our resources together. They're banking on us not to communicate. If you watch all the shit that's going on in the world, you don't see none of the Trump supporters sweating. You don't see them tripping. They send back. They waiting for the polls, because you could tear up the whole world. They don't care. They're gonna go out and do what it is they do. They're gonna go out and show up at the polls. And don't get me wrong, it take energy to march. I went out there the other day. Them folks went out there 11 days, man. They're tired. They're frustrated. They're exhausted, and they still fighting. But that's just one layer of it, bro. Like, we got to fight this fight, dog. And the one thing I do know about it, man, and not to pit nobody against each other, when we at our best, we at our best. When we at our best in sports, we don't play. We at our best in entertainment, we don't play. We at our best in fashion, we don't play. When we're at our best in spread, we got to be the same way. I told somebody that the other day, I said, man, we go to, y'all go to the Falcons games and y'all tailgate all day. Why y'all ain't tailgating at the polls? Why y'all ain't bringing that same energy to where they at?
Come on. Come on.
I mean, let us feel us. And by the way,
on.
the only reason why the world is in turmoil now, right? And everybody is going because we did that, bro. Like, you gotta understand, we run everything in this world when it comes to culture. And what y'all seeing right now today is why Berlin, London, the UK, France, everybody joining y'all march, because they love y'all culture and they love the way that y'all communicate it. So the same way that y'all on y'all phone, y'all using y'all Instagram, promote your music and promote your clothing line and promote your business. They seeing y'all promoting this Black Lives Matter. They seeing y'all promoting. They getting a part of your movement. They're a part of your movement. So what Martin Luther King had in Selma, y'all got that times a million. So like, what we gonna do?
I'm glad you said what you said, man, because I feel like you can lead the celebrities too, Snow.
Right.
I think that, you know, we have a lot of rhetoric on our side too, as if voting is an option.
Right.
As if we don't have to get, you know, because what you don't realize is all the people listening on this live is that local, state,
it's just
federal,
it's just important.
Is a trickle down.
It's just
so
important.
The president
right.
ain't the only problem. You got motherfuckers in your
right.
city council. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Judges, DAs, the one that locked your partner
right.
up for
right.
26 years and the white boy got 2 years. That starts
right.
in your local government.
Right.
And we got
and
what
also,
we gotta do.
Also too, like, you know, and I'll say that same thing with you, just being, you know, part of what we've been doing, you know, man, like, and I don't want to be the person to get on here with the, you know, we shall overcome and all this. I'm like, man, we got to be together, because at the end of the day, bro, like, and you really sit down and look at it, the reason why they do us the way they do us is because we don't hold any value. You know what I'm saying? We used to be on the money. We used to be the currency. But when we had no more value to them because they didn't need no more yard work or nobody picking cotton, they took us off that. So we had to go create our own stuff, and they took it away. But the reason why they don't do Jewish people like that and do all, because they hold value. You can't go kill somebody Jewish in the street. Their family might be a Supreme Court judge. Their father might be a owner of $1 billion company that serves half the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we got to create value because we got it, but we got to bring it together, man. I can't stress that enough, Kenny, because it's like, man,
it's time. It's time. Listen, if we don't listen, man, you know, you're 100% right. I want one more issue I want to talk about with you before I let you go. You know, you have a you're very influential to our brothers and sisters that's in the streets,
right?
And I want to talk about the word revolution, right? Because, you know, marching and protesting and things of that nature are necessary. That is what's moving the needle right now. But true revolution starts with putting people you want in office.
In power, yes, sir.
And I want, you know, all of our, you know, I always say, if you can sell drugs, you can sell anything.
Yeah, right.
If you can go on a corner and get 4 people, 5 people, 10 people listen, you can get 400,000, 4 million to listen. We have to start empowering our people with the knowledge of we control the government if we put ourselves in play. Right. We don't think past the immediate. Once we get Trump out of office, most of us gonna go back and act like ain't no more work to do. We can't do that.
Right.
So, and it's on us, Jeezy. It's our generation. We in our early 40s now. It's our time to let the world know that we get it. We have more research sources than the civil rights movement did. We have more money than the civil rights movement did. And by God, if the black people don't set forth the trends in the world, I don't know what race does.
I don't think they understand. I don't even think they understand right now. They're setting the trend right now. That's why the world is involved in this, because they're like, oh, this is what you guys been going through. We never. And I tell anybody, man, thank God for the coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? It took a lot of us, but at the same time, it slowed everything down. In this generation, they move so fast. They're on their phones. They're partying. They're drinking. They're clubbing. And nothing wrong with that. But they never took the time to think and go, oh, it still is like that. We still are going through that. So when the coronavirus slowed everything down, the quarantine kicked in, and it just built a lot of tension up. And then, you know, the economy just hit. You know what I'm saying? The economy just plummeted. And now you got somebody in office who's basically saying, you know, you're thugs, and when the looting starts, the shooting starts, and all these things, he's just really basically calling a war with the people. And
he want a race war,
right?
So he can invoke martial law.
By the way, that's the only way he could possibly get back in office is if he creates turmoil, because he's banking on the fact that we're going to turn against each other. They don't have to kill us if we're killing each other. They don't have. He don't have to fight with us if we fighting each other. They're gonna just go to the poll and do what they do. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? That's what they always done. It's like, you think about slave owners. You know, you go tell the master slave something, he go spread the news throughout the whole compound, and everybody mad. Everybody's on the same page. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what they doing. He just spreading the word. And if you watching where he's gonna do his first speech at,
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's real.
Juneteenth.
Right.
Backdrop
Right.
of the fucking worst
And,
massacre.
and the thing about it is, though, Kenny, before we get out, I'm gonna say this: like, we always had a Martin Luther King, we had a Malcolm X, we always had a leader. But this time around, I think we got to lead ourselves, my G. I think we the leaders. It's the people. We got to all get on the same page. We got to be, you know, we got to hit them with something they never seen before.
Yeah, man.
We got to scare them, dog. We got to set up. One thing, crazy. I watched Malcolm X, like day before yesterday, and that one scene where he went and got homie out of jail, and he showed that strength and power, and everybody went with him. But they was synchronized, and they was strong, and they was a unit. They got to see that, bro. Like, they got to see that with the world, with all of us and all the allies that we have. And you got to think about it, dog. From my city to LA to Chicago to Dirksen. If you get all these people on the same line and we got the same message, can't nothing stop us from that end, bro. Because our culture controls everything. Everybody takes a piece of our culture. They love our music. They love our people. You know what I'm saying? They love our women. They love our men. You know, they love our style. You know, they love our hustle. They love our stories. They love everything about us. But now we got to make them feel us, bro. You know what it is, Ken. I'm here.
Listen, man. Snow, I want to thank you, man, for, you know, a couple decades almost, you know what I'm saying, of amazing offerings. You know, you are a GOAT, and I wonder, you tried to get me early when I was saying trap, because I was going to the ultimate goal, was the Mount Rushmore of blueprints, man. You're not only a successful artist, you're a successful businessman. Your portfolio is as impressive as any Wall Street motherfucker I ever met. And just keep leading by example, man. Love to your family. Tell your sister I love her.
Love. See you on here. Shout out to DJ Ace. I see him checking in, man. Shout out to you, Kenny Burns, man. All you do for the city. Anytime, brother, I'm here, man. And let's continue to build, man. And much success on your show, brother.
I appreciate it. I'm proud of you, champ. Keep going.
Love.
All right, love. Peace. Yeah, man. Y'all make sure y'all show love to Jeezy each and every time, man. He's a great example of the blueprint. From nothing to something. That is the goal. I want y'all to be safe this weekend. If you're out here in these streets, please don't forget the corona is still out here, y'all. I don't know if I got it right now. I don't feel too bad, but I definitely got the head shit. I can taste things, though. I don't have no sweats. I don't have none of that. So hopefully my headaches are gone by tomorrow. But y'all enjoy the weekend. Be safe. Be safe. Listen, be safe. And we're back on Monday. A whole crazy week next week. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. It's the Kenny Burns Show. Love y'all. Peace.